Another Sunday, and you know it's Moriarty time. Let's see how this episode is going to blow our minds away because it's definitely building up something. But let's just jump into it and see where this one takes us. This was a great episode. When they started the fire, when they started everything, they started working together. It was a great, truly great episode. Oh, I didn't know in masquerades, they kind of frowned upon saying somebody's real name. Everybody knows who you are, even with the mask. What's the point, right? We all know who that is. We all know who that is. So they're all like playing a game out of this. I mean, it's a fun little game, right? A game of like who did it. And they're also raising money, so it's a good cause. They're raising it for a college. So, hey, nobles, they be doing some weird stuff. You know what I mean? That's a good way to put it, right? Moriarty representing darkness and Sherlock Holmes representing the light. I can see how the regular people would definitely be behind Moriarty. I mean, if you're killing rich people because they're taking advantage of everybody, because they're doing crimes and getting away with it, yeah, I will kind of be praising the Lord of Crime as well, right? If somebody's so powerful that the justice system can't even reach them, and then there's this mysterious character who makes them pay for all the crimes and suffering, right? I still remember that one episode where the nobleman didn't want to share his doctor because the person was a commoner. Like, the kid is dying. Like, that episode really pissed me off. Oh, so we know who the Lord of Crime is. Yep, so we know who's the one playing the Lord of Crime. Kind of symbolic, right? That a Moriarty, right? This is I forgot his first name. Albert. There we go. That Albert was the first one out when he is essentially, he knows the identity of the actual Moriarty, the Lord of Crime. He's in league with him. He's working with him. Lord of Moriarty. Something is going on here. Is that the one that disguises himself? Oh, it's Irene. Irene. Okay, yo, this Irene, I don't recognize her. I don't recognize her. Damn. I can already tell all of this was a plan designed by Moriarty. Just like that? Oh, he's about to reveal the whole Moriarty thing, right? Like, try to make a deal with her in that regard. How Moriarty kind of approaches people that are in need. And you know, helps them with the plan, the perfect plan to get away with it until Sherlock Holmes comes around. Like, I really want to know what's in those papers. Oh, please tell us. I want to know. I want to know. It's definitely some big state secret, right? Please don't hide it from us. Oh, they're gonna hide it from us. Oh wow, they're definitely dragging this on. They're keeping us on edge. Oh, it's been 5 years since then. Oh, I thought this, because I remember one of the crimes that they did, essentially they burned down a place. So this is a whole different matter. He's about to die, ain't he? Oh, he's about to die. Something is wrong with him. Oh man, I love those eyes. I love those eyes. Yeah, he's dying. That's what's going on. He's dying. Do we have a death note? Do we have a death note somewhere over here? So she's probably gonna think that he's the Lord of Crime. Yep, there we go. When really it's Moriarty in the shadows, kind of telling his brother or his, you know, adopted. Well, he's the actual legit Moriarty. The other two are adopted. But yeah, all the same brother. He's the one controlling everything from the shadows. Yo, that is messed up. Like, how disconnected do you have to be? That there's somebody dead on the floor and people are still dancing. Like, people are still enjoying the party. Like, how disconnected from humanity do you have to be? I really hope we learn what's in those documents, because I feel like Moriarty is definitely going to use that. So I feel like with this, he essentially, Moriarty and you know, his little group, he essentially won Irene over, I believe. I believe Irene is going to start working with Moriarty and the Lord of Crime, the fake Lord of Crime. I don't think, maybe Moriarty will reveal himself to her, but maybe not just yet. You might be able to see through it. You might be able to see through his little lie. Oh, what just happened here? It has to be an experiment from Sherlock Holmes, right? It's an experiment. I don't think he got bombed. This is a setup. This is a setup. I know this is a setup. Yo, this is a setup. They're trying to set her up saying, look, we were willing to die for you and not give your secrets out not tell them where you were at. This is a setup. If I know Sherlock Holmes, I know this is a setup. I knew it. I knew it. Man, maybe I'm as good as Sherlock Holmes, if not even better. Yo, you guys owe her a lot of money. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, it was a perfect plan, but again, my IQ level is over 9,000. I know. It was all a setup. I knew. Yeah, and I want to know what's in here. Why do they keep doing this to us? Yo, just show us what is in those documents. Okay. All right, so the British Empire are behind the French Revolution. All right, I guess maybe the French government will be pretty mad about that. Maybe, you know what I mean? But I don't think that's that bad, right? I mean, governments mess with other governments all the time. Other countries' governments. My guess, it would just mean like it might start a war potentially, right? Maybe. That's my only guess as to why they want to get it back so badly. Ooh, she almost wants the same thing as Moriarty. She almost wants the same thing as Moriarty. She gonna reveal who she talked to? I don't think Sherlock actually believes that, right? I think he's still gonna like tell her, go after her and see what she's doing. I don't think he actually believes the government is, that deal with the government is gonna go through. There we go. He knows. Come on now. We have to have faith on our boy Sherlock. He can see through everything. Talking about his brother. The Lord of Crime. Yo, this is a great scene right here. Way to end the episode. Yo, this is great. This episode was straight fire. Episode 13 of Moriarty the Patriot. I mean, big moves were done in this episode. The Lord of Crime, William Moriarty, he's of course making his play to get the documents from Irene. And the whole play, the whole masquerade that they set up was beautifully done. I mean, seeing William essentially control everything from the shadows. It's kind of like a big symbolic of what's in those documents, right? Where essentially we learned that the British Empire, they essentially instigated the French Revolution from the shadows. And here we have the Lord of Crime, William Moriarty, essentially controlling Albert, controlling everybody in the masquerade, controlling everybody to start that revolution in Britain, right? So it's a beautiful symbolic kind of mirroring each other, right? So that's a beautiful thing. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen, because even though Moriarty might not get those documents, he already knows what's in those documents, right? Just him knowing that information, I feel like he'll be able to use it. And I don't know how, right? But we know he's smart enough. Maybe he can come up with some plan that essentially is mirroring what's in those documents. He could probably say, well, how would the British Empire instigate that revolution? How would they start that revolution? And then come up with his own plan that will be believable. He can fake it. He can, essentially create that mass hysteria, create that mass confusion, essentially get everybody to turn on the government if he actually fakes those documents. So I don't think he's going to get the documents, but even if he doesn't, I still think that since he has that information, he'll be able to do something with it. Now, we know that Irene, she 100% believes she's going to be safe. I don't think so. I feel like maybe she's going to be a casualty in all of this, either by the government or Moriarty or something, right? But maybe Sherlock Holmes might not be able to save her. And it's probably going to be a big chance for Sherlock Holmes to have character development. Now, the name of this show is Moriarty the Patriot. And I'm kind of bummed out that we're not getting a lot of screen time with Moriarty. That's what I want to see. So I'm sure we're going to get there. I'm sure we're going to get there eventually. So I'm not too bummed about it, especially when all the other characters are absolutely great. I mean, Sherlock, again, I love Sherlock from this anime. I love Irene. I mean, Irene is probably one of my favorite characters this season, right? Or part 2 of season 1. I can't wait to see what she's going to do. Overall, this episode was absolutely just straight fire. Sherlock setting up that big explosion to trick Irene. I mean, I caught that. I caught that. So my IQ level is over 9,000. Yeah, overall, this episode, it was just really exciting episode. The gears are moving. They're moving fast. It looks like we're getting into that end game of this anime, right? I believe this is going for, what, 24 episodes? I don't know if we're going to get a season 2 or they're going to adapt the whole manga or light novel. I mean, I don't know what the source material is at, if it's finished or not. But, you know, it seems like we're definitely getting into that. We're getting into that big event that Moriarty is trying to set up. And I cannot wait to see how he's going to use that information that he got from Irene, or essentially through Albert, how he's going to use that for his advantage. And I cannot wait to see how Sherlock is going to essentially figure everything out, because I'm sure eventually he'll figure everything out. But let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode. And like always, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.